the diploid cell gains or loses one or more chromosomes that caused by non-disjunction during meiosis 1 or 2. The non-disjunction can occur in autosomes and sex chromosomes. Non-disjunction in autosomes occur during anaphase 1 or anaphase 2, while non-disjunction in sex chromosomes occur during meiosis of spermatogenesis or oogenesis.
Monosomy. Definition of monosomy: fusion of gamete between an abnormal gamete N-1 and normal gamete N produce an embryo with 2N-1 chromosome. Let's see this figure. N-1 abnormal gamete and normal gamete 2N-1 zygote.
Aneuploidy affects the causes of two things. The first one, we have trisomy. What is trisomy? Trisomy is a fusion of gametes between an abnormal gamete N+1 and a normal gamete N. It will produces an embryo with 2N+1 chromosome. Usually we have 2 chromosomes, but in this case we have 3 chromosomes. This diagram shows egg cell N+1 and sperm cell N normal. They will get together to form zygote 2N+1.
Monosomy 21. It produces zygote with only one chromosome, number 21. Symptom for monosomy 21 is severe intellectual deficit, widely specialized heart defect. Monosomy 21 is very rare, death usually before birth or by 20 months.
Now, we're gonna talk about trisomy 21. So, what is the disease of trisomy 21? The disease for trisomy 21 is Down syndrome. So, I think a lot of people have heard about this Down syndrome. This Down syndrome is a disease that was introduced by John Langdon Down in 1892, where he detected the mental disability that occurred in his study. Now, we will look at the characteristics of this Down syndrome. Down syndrome has its own symptoms or effects. For example, they have growth failure, and they also have mental retardation, which easily reduce resistance to disease. They have eyes that are different from normal human, that is sleeping eyes, also round and broad flat face, short and broad hands, and heart abnormalities, meaning they are prone to heart disease, and they also have enlarged color, low IQ, which is 25 to 74, while normal person IQ is 90 to 110. And the last one is a large protruding tongue, which can make the difficult to talk. So, in the patient with this Down syndrome have fairly obvious symptoms. Like when we go to the supermarket, we can get to know patient with this Down syndrome because they have the same face. So we as people who do not have this problem need to support this group and be grateful for God, please. Now, I'm gonna show you some fun facts, which is in the old days, people with disability will be killed and abandoned. So as you can see in the right picture, usually they don't survive. But in this modern era, what is happening is that we have a better support where the baby is no longer killed and the previous stigmas are gone. So a person like this is usually able to survive up to 50 to 90 years, where he can also work and live with a good life and normal life. So as you can see here, the difference between normal and syndrome Down hand and feet. Syndrome Down have a single palmar crease, while the normal person have two. And the Down syndrome feet have a wide space between first and second toes, while normal person doesn't have that wide space.